Right, I'm out for my exercise, and the dog's exercise. There's the dog there, everybody. Say hello to the dog. Just thinking, walking along here, I'm in Mugdock Park, and really, usually you would see loads and loads of dog walkers and whatever, but I have met a few families out walking. And the funny thing is, or the weird thing, not funny, when I say funny I mean funny weird, is that just a few days ago, if people had have been taking the wide berth that they've been taking as they meet me, because Cody is quite old and can't really walk along rough ground, so I can't walk up onto some of the rougher ground. But lots of, when I'm meeting families and things, they're walking up. I mean, the huge wide berth they're giving me is incredible. Now, only a few days ago, if someone had have done that, I would have been quite insulted, but no, I'm actually thanking them for doing that, which is very odd. Anyway, I'm going to try to do a wee video diary now and again. I don't want to do it too much because I want to, on Ungagged, personally speaking, I want to hear voices that we don't usually hear, and I feel that I've got my little blog and I've got access to Ungagged. I write on Ungagged sometimes, and I speak on Ungagged podcast now and again. So I've got access to those things, but I would like to hear sensible voices out there, who don't usually have access to those things. And I think that it's really, really important that anyone who has got access to, websites or blogs or whatever, to record this period in human history, because this is something that's going to be studied for years and years and years. The impact of this, of course, is the dreadful impact of seeing, daily, if you're on social media, daily you're seeing different people talking about their grief during this time. And I feel so terrible for them, because lots of people are going to be so isolated that they can't attend the funeral of a loved one and things. And being someone who just lost his father, and we were able to have the cremation ceremony, and then we had a little thing around the grave and things, like as a family, and we had friends, and had a buffet lunch and things for people who knew my dad. And people aren't going to be able to do those sorts of things. There's going to be a kind of a putting off, really, of the grieving process, and an isolated grieving process. And what I've appreciated over the past few weeks after my dad died was being able to meet up with people, especially when I was over in Northern Ireland, meet up with people and talk to them about my dad. And yeah, I'm finding that really for me now that's quite difficult, and it's going to be horrendously difficult for people who are losing people at this time. I think Build Back Better is a really great hashtag, a really great slogan that those of us who do want to build back better should be using as often as we possibly can, because we need to build back better. We can't have a situation where the lowest paid workers in our society and people who are seen as the precariat, living day to day, are the people who now are seen as key workers. They are key workers. So low paid nurses, social workers, shop stackers, all those people are the people who we are relying on at the minute. And my friend Deborah, who's on Ungagged, had a huge, what to me, something that was a massive point. She has to isolate. Deborah, really, it's imperative that Deborah isolates, and her mother as well has to isolate, and they're reliant on other people. At the moment, they're reliant on those young, low-paid supermarket pickers who are picking for them, picking for their shopping basket. And yeah, so there needs to be something there. I'm not going to stay too long because there's other things that I do want to speak about. Probably further down the line in another few days I'll maybe do another one, but I do want to talk about, you know, things that we really desperately need to change, like our NHS and our education system and our social services and all of those things that really desperately need changed and really need to be free of the ideology of the free market and the just-in-time kind of factory processes that they've been forced to work under. So yeah, as I say, I'll be back in another few days to maybe talk about some of those things, but this is just a wee introduction. My name's Neil Scott, and that wee fella there is Cody. Bye.